This video, we're going to be going over the Season 3 patch notes. If you do enjoy content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach our goal of 50k subscribers. Click that link in the description down below and subscribe to our second channel. But there's a lot of stuff to get through in this video, so I'd want to get through this as quickly as possible. So as we already know, Season 3 is dropping later today in about an hour to be specific. So like I said, we've got a lot of stuff to cover here. So we've got a lot of changes happening. So first of all, we've got changes when it comes to the new event, which is probably the first event where I'm actually pretty excited for, which is the King Kong and Godzilla event, which is going to be interactive, which is very exciting to see. And obviously the skins for this are pretty cool too. Next up, we've got changes to game mode. So we've got Caldera Iron Trials. So you've got no free loadouts, operators, base health is increased, the loot's changed, equipment is going to be changed a little bit as well. But that is a specific game mode that they're adding in. We've got adjustments to plunder as well. We've got adjustments to rebirth resurgence, so players no longer spawn in with a handgun Charlie, which is basically a Diamante pistol, I'm pretty sure, because it's pretty much a broken pistol at the moment. It's pretty solid. And now we've got some changes to the map overall. So we've got a new gulag, we've got a new location dig site, we've got a new location skybox. We've also got updated locations as well, which Peak, in my opinion, needs the biggest update because it's like a hot drop at the moment. Got runway, lagoon as well, and then we've got some overall adjustments to private match as well, which is pretty cool. So next up, gameplay. So sabotage contract, players will be given a vehicle target somewhere on the map. Destruction of the target will be rewarded with an armored truck. High value loot zones are just going to be certain parts of the map where there's dollar signs, and then it's going to have probably more loot in that area, which is going to be overall useful for a regain, for example. So that'll be pretty cool. Gas mask animation will no longer be interrupted, or the gas mask will just come on itself if you're falling, so you're allowed to pull your chute and it won't make you die. And then we've got the animation for ADS when in nebula rounds as well. So again, it's just going to overall make the gas mask just come on automatically. Most wanted contract changes here as well. I don't really want to spend too much time on that. Bounty contract changes as well. Redeployable buy stations will now have a audio queue, so that's pretty cool. Caldera adjustment. So now we're going to have perks in the loot pool. I don't really think this is a good update in my opinion. I think it's a really weird update overall. I don't know why they've done things like this. I mean, certain perks I could understand if it was some of the more not so popular perks just to make people use them. But I mean, I think it's a bit odd here. So we've got battle harden, that's going to be on ground loot, engineer, high alert, restock, tempered, quick fix, scavenger, pointman. Only one perk can be equipped at any one time, or one of each perk. Obviously you can't have like two tempers, that makes no sense. Lootable perks are additive to loadout perks, so they stack with the loadout perks, but they also stack with themselves as well, so you can pick up multiple perks. So it's not like the way the old specialist used to work, basically, where it would drop for the next player to use. So like I said, keep in mind that you can stack all these perks together, which is kind of odd. It's kind of basically just specialist anyway, but a lot harder to get. They made some adjustments to rebirth, so remove the damage reduction scaling system that was based on ground distance. I don't really know what that means. I feel like they should just increase the health of rebirth as well, whilst that, if they haven't done so already. The system is disabled if a player is near the ground or to an opponent. Players who have shield icon will only take a flat 25% damage received. Spawn protection will no longer reduce gas circle damage. That is pretty cool, to be fair. Weapon trade stations adjustment, so some things are changed there. So specialist token is going to be reduced, how often you can get that. Footstep improvements for the whole game or just rebirth, I'm not too sure, because it is under the rebirth adjustment, so I'm not too sure if that is just rebirth adjustments for footsteps. Slide cancel camera lock improvement, thank god. This is when you're sliding down the kind of slopes and it kind of stops you, so hopefully these two things are pretty big ones. I'm really excited for these two changes here, so hopefully they sort that out. UI and bug fixes, so there's got a lot of bug fixes here. I don't really want to spend too much time when it comes to the changes here, and you don't need to confirm when making a purchase on the buy station, which is great. So it actually cancels the kind of option to kind of double press a button for no reason. So we'll be able to buy straight away, especially on controller, very handy. When it comes to known issues, obviously we've got the Trello board here, but there's also quite a lot of changes that are going to be fixed in here when it comes to optics. It comes to Armageddon's got a different changes as well when it comes to just like general UI changes. So yeah, we've got the two new guns, marksman rifle and the assault rifle. The assault rifle is probably going to be more popular than the marksman rifle because we all know the vanguard marksman rifles use sniper ammo, which is completely pointless. Unless this gun's like a 2-tap DMR style gun, I still don't see it being very popular. Whereas the assault rifle probably will be a solid popular weapon. And then we've got new challenges for the previous two weapons. Then we've got assault rifle adjustment. So the 30 round Russian short mag on the assault rifle alpha for Vanguard, damage range is being decreased down to 10%. Recoil has been adjusted. Grenko mags have been changed as well. I think this is the STG. So they've overall adjusted pretty much every mag on this gun from the looks of things. They've also adjusted the barrel as well. Bullet velocity has been increased. So overall, the STG has been changed. Assault rifle Bravo capacity has been increased to 36 from 32 for the British mags. Sakura mags have been increased as well. Overall, mag increases are welcome because we've got extra health on Caldera, so it's important that we do get these mag increases as it goes across. We've got the Volk changes as well. Again, bullet velocity penalty has been removed. Damage range penalty has been removed. Bullet velocity penalty has been removed. Bullet velocity is increased on certain mags. So they've changed a lot of the bullet velocity penalties because that is one of the main issues with the Vanguard guns. Bullet velocity is still nowhere near as good as the Cold War and Modern Warfare weapons. Then we've got the Vargo as well, so I feel like they're going to nerf this gun here. Again, I don't know why. So recoil control has been decreased to 2.5%. This gun did not need another nerf, to be honest. I don't know why they've nerfed the Vargo once again. Takedown barrel, recoil control's been decreased. Task force barrel, recoil control's been decreased as well. So overall, they've nerfed the Vargo here pretty much. So again, they have also nerfed the XM4 once again. I know it's not that powerful, so I don't know why they've nerfed these weapons when they didn't really need to, because they aren't broken overpowered, they're just kind of like popular guns right now. We've then got some Vanguard pistol adjustments, which I feel was a bit odd when it comes to the top break. I don't really know why they've kind of buffed this weapon. It isn't really all that popular, no one really uses sidearms all that much anyway. Maybe this is the reason why, but the top break seems to be kind of a random weapon to choose. Then we've got the handgun Charlie, which the head multiplier has been reduced, which I'm pretty sure this is the Dynamite pistol once again, isn't it? So they've basically reduced the kind of main reason why everyone's actually using this weapon, because it is pretty powerful. So it's not going to be as powerful as it was before because the headshot multiplier was absolutely insane on the Dynamite pistol before. Light machine guns now, so max damage has been decreased on the Bren. So the Bren's actually got a nerf now. So overall the damage has been decreased to 32 down from 34. And then again, the minimum damage has been decreased. We'll probably get all these stats on the sim.gg website soon. Vertical recoil has been basically increased overall. The recoil has been basically made worse. They'll basically say the recoil control has been decreased and 14% here on the mags, and then also on the barrels as well. So overall the recoil will be a lot harder to control. They've pretty much binned this gun now in my opinion. We'll need to see it in game. Then we've got the Whitley LMG, and hopefully this gun gets a bit of a buff here, which is increased to fire rate, which is good. Minimum damage has been increased as well. ADS speed has been reduced a little bit as well. So overall this gun got a little bit of a buff. I don't think it was all that powerful before. I don't think it's going to be all that powerful now. So next up we've got the big changes here when it comes to sniper rifles, and this is where everyone is kind of really interested in. So we've got an adoption of 150 base health on Battle Royale. I'm kind of hoping they just bring this to Rebirth as well. It makes it a lot easier to understand the weapons. So we need to see. The following weapons will one-shot to the head only whilst inside their maximum damage range. So that's the first damage drop-off point. And that is going to be Marksman Rifle Charlie from Modern Warfare, which is basically the Kar 98K. We've got the SPR from Modern Warfare, which is the SPR. The Pellington, the Swiss, the Type 99, and the Kar 98K from Vanguard. So all of the aggressive sniper rifles essentially, right? So this is going to be the fast ADS kind of sniper rifles that we're used to using in the game. So they're only going to one-hit headshot within their first damage range. After that, I'd imagine it's going to be a two-shot kill pretty much all the time. Then everyone's going to be able to use the long range sniper rifle, so the HDR. So these weapons will one shot to the head at any range. This is the HDR, Sniper Rifle Charlie from Modern Warfare, which is the AX50, ZRG, 3-line rifle, and Grenko anti-tank rifle. And then we've got the following weapons do not have a one-shot potential to the head at all, which is the Rytek. This is going to be like the Dragonov or something, and maybe, I don't know what's missing now. The Swiss? No, the Swiss is up here. I have no idea what this is, but it's going to be a gun that's not really used all that often anyway, because all the main big names are mentioned in here somewhere. Oh, it's the Tundra, I think. Yeah, I think it's probably the Tundra. So none of those weapons are going to have a one-hit headshot potential. That's pretty weird, so we'll just need to wait and see how that can play out. So now we've got the actual full breakdown of how these sniper rifles are going to basically play out. So we've got the max damage range of Sniper Rifle Charlie. This can one shot at any range, and then obviously they've got the full breakdown here. They've also changed the minimum and maximum damage of these weapons as well, so they've changed quite a lot of things here. So overall, some of these weapons will do a little bit more damage and a little bit less damage, just to make sure that they're in line with that 2-shot kill, because now sniper rifles are getting a huge nerf. So they're going to need to make sure that the kind of body shot damage can kind of make up for that. So as you can see here with the Pillington, for example, the maximum damage has been increased to 125 from 102, and the minimum damage has been increased as well, or decreased, for example. But again, this is just going to make the sniper rifles in line with that 2-shot kill. So overall, that's what they're looking to do with these sniper rifles. So again, we'll just need to wait and see how this plays out. That's going to be a huge change to Warzone overall. Then we've got the Armageddon, and they've reduced the fire rate of this weapon, which is a bit odd on the 72 round mags. Bit of a random change. I didn't really think this was a popular weapon anyway, so I don't really know why they've nerfed this. Then we've got the Amaretto short barrel, and the bullet velocity penalty is being decreased, so it's going to have a bit more bullet velocity than before. Type 100 visual recoil is being decreased, which is very handy because this is a very popular gun. TTK is pretty solid on it as well, so this could make this gun really useful. The Owen gun has now got a nerf, so again, huge change here. Neck damage multiplier is being decreased. That was probably the main thing about this gun. Again, with the 72 round drum mags, again, neck multiplier is being decreased. Fire rate is also being decreased even more as well, which is a bit annoying with the Hawkinson barrel. Because a faster fire rate on an SMG is always useful. Submachine Gun Charlie has damage decreased. This is the MP40 from Vanguard. So it was pretty popular still, but I don't think it was like overpowered, broken or anything, but I feel like this is just something that they've done for no reason. Then they've increased the limb damage multiplier for the M1 Grand. Not going to make this more popular. Basically, they need to start letting marksman rifles use assault rifle ammo, and then people might start using it. So we'll just need to wait and see, but it'll require one less shot to kill if the shots are to the limbs. Then we've got attachment changes, so subsonic, bullet velocity penalty removed, Mercury silencer damage range penalties removed, MX silencer now increases sprint to fire speed and now increases damage range. So they're trying to make it so it's like the Cold War suppressors. And then we've got some new operators in the file size, and that is pretty much all the changes. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our second channel, and thank you very much for watching.